History is written in the light, but its deepest truths are often preserved in the shadows. Some stories were forgotten, some were erased, and some were never meant to be found. Welcome to the Tamas archive. In February of 1875, a young British diplomat walked into the misty mountains of southwest China and was never seen alive again. Within weeks of his disappearance, a search party discovered what was left of him. His body had been hacked apart. His head was severed and displayed as a trophy on a local stockade wall. This single murder pushed two global empires to the edge of a third war. Warships were deployed, ultimatums were issued, an entire province stood accused. Yet, over a century later, a disturbing question remains entirely unanswered. No one knows who actually gave the order to kill him. The victim was Augustus Raymond Margary. By his late 20s, he had lived across China, mastering fluent Mandarin and building genuine friendships with local officials and commoners.
His diaries reveal a patient man trying to understand a country on its own terms, far removed from the contempt held by many of his British contemporaries. In late 1874, the British government gave Margary an unusual assignment. He was to act as the interpreter and diplomatic troubleshooter for a survey expedition led by the experienced explorer Colonel Horace Brown. Their objective was entirely economic. The British wanted to open a new overland trade route connecting British India, running through Burma, and forging a direct path into China's Yunnan province. This route would bypass the established coastal ports entirely. To reach the expedition's starting point in Burma, Margary undertook an exhausting 3,000-kilometer overland trek. He sailed up the Yangtze River and traveled on foot and horseback across the breadth of China, a punishing 5-month journey that left him weakened by disease. He survived the journey only to arrive at an incredibly dangerous destination. Margary's dedication to his diplomatic mission placed him squarely in a hostile, war-torn frontier, where local authorities viewed his expedition as the vanguard for a foreign invasion. Yunnan province had just emerged from a catastrophic decade-long uprising known as the Panthai Rebellion. The province's governor, Cen Yuying, crushed the revolt with extreme brutality, personally overseeing the massacre of thousands. He was widely known for his open hostility toward any foreign presence. Unaware of the true danger, Margary rode ahead of the main armed expedition. He took only 5 Chinese aides with him to scout the route near the frontier town of Manwyne, confident the path was secure. On February 21, 1875, Margary and his small team were ambushed by an armed band outside the Manwyne stockade. The attackers opened fire first, then swarmed the scouting party with swords in brutal hand-to-hand combat. When Colonel Brown's main expedition arrived later, they found the mutilated remains. A close examination of the bodies revealed a mix of bullet wounds and deep blade lacerations. This physical evidence confirmed the ferocity of the attack. It proved that a highly coordinated group had overwhelmed the men. This was a deliberate assassination, elevating a local killing to an immediate international crisis.
British investigators demanded answers, and their attention quickly narrowed to 2 primary suspects who had the means and motive to organize the hit. The first suspect was Governor Cen Yuying himself. Given his violent track record and deep resentment of foreign expansion into his territory, British officials suspected he gave a direct order to permanently deter future expeditions. The second suspect was a local warlord named Li Zhenguo, a former mercenary absorbed into the Qing military. Li had fought off previous British expeditions. He had clear financial motives to protect local trade interests from a new British-controlled route. The Qing Imperial Court flatly denied any government involvement. They insisted the killings were the work of uncontrollable rogue frontier bandits who acted entirely on their own. The British government firmly rejected the bandit theory. They accused the Chinese authorities of either direct complicity in the murder or catastrophic negligence for failing to protect a diplomat carrying official travel documents. As a show of force, Britain deployed warships along the Yangtze River, projecting naval power deep into Chinese territory. British envoy Sir Thomas Wade issued a series of escalating ultimatums, hanging the explicit threat of a third Anglo-Chinese war over the Qing court. The pursuit of a murder rapidly turned into leverage. The British utilized the diplomatic outrage surrounding Margary's death to extract massive geopolitical concessions. War was ultimately averted on September 13, 1876, when China was forced into a heavily one-sided agreement. This photograph shows the chief negotiators of the Chefoo Convention, British envoy Sir Thomas Wade and Chinese Viceroy Li Hongzong. Under military threat, China paid substantial indemnities, ports were forcibly opened, and Britain secured official consular access into the interior. The treaty even mandated future British trade expeditions into Yunnan. By leveraging the crisis, Britain secured the exact territorial access and imperial influence that Margary's mission had originally set out to establish. Despite the sprawling investigation, the killer was never confirmed. No confession was recorded, no trial produced the mastermind. The Qing court shielded its officials, and Britain accepted wealth over conviction. Margary spent years respectfully studying China, attempting to build a cultural bridge between two civilizations. Instead, his horrific death was used as a bargaining chip by empires that valued expansion far more than his life. The Margary Affair reveals a pattern repeated throughout the Age of Empire: frontier violence, weaponized to justify sweeping demands for foreign control. The greatest secrets of history are not always hidden beneath the earth. Sometimes they survive inside forgotten places, forgotten people, and forgotten ideas. Every empire leaves behind monuments, every war leaves behind graves, and every civilization leaves behind secrets, until the next forgotten mystery, the Tamas Archive, uncovering the unmanifested past, hidden histories, forgotten truths.